Hi friends, I'm Smruti and I'm your Supanthvaj Pachak Mitra. Today we have come up with another exciting story named Hungry Craney, and the author for the day is Priyal Mote. So before starting the story, let us introduce to our new author. Priyal is a freelance illustrator and works mainly from his studio based in Pune. He believes in spreading happiness by creating positive impact on the young minds through these visual narrations. So with that, let us start our story. Hungry Craney from his seers, Yours Naturally. So the story is about Mr. Craney, who is an old crane. One lazy afternoon, old Mr. Craney scooted around the lake, hoping for some fresh fish lunch. But he couldn't hardly stand on his one leg without trembling. As you could see, he was trembling. He was old, he was tired. While the younger cranes gulped down the fish promptly, set off new catch, Mr. Craney darted hopelessly and had his neck gone all haywire. So he just tumbled down. That was an embarrassing situation in front of youngsters. He felt disappointed because all his efforts has gone in vain. He walked away from the lake in the disappointment. As you could see, he was very disappointed. Until he stumbled upon the frog in the small pond. He thought a frog must be an easy catch, much slower than fish. But he was wrong. The frog jumped quickly and Mr. Craney missed him. So the frog splashed his head in the water and had a great time. The frog escaped and Mr. Craney was left drenched and feeling really hopeless. But the frog community had a great time. They were just laughing at him and making fun of him. But there was one more frog. He was Hopper, who felt bad for the Mr. Craney because Mr. Craney was miserable and he wanted to go away from that embarrassing scene. Hopper called him, "Psst, psst, Mr. Craney, go across lake onto the other side. There's a fisherman named Money. He always goes there for fishing. You can get some fish fresh if you are lucky." Mr. Craney was surprised at those words and he said, "Thank you. Kind of you, sir. I will definitely try that too." And Mr. Craney smiled. And soon, with the hopeful mind rekindled in his heart, Mr. Craney set out to find Money, the fisherman, on the other side of the lake. At the distance, he could hear somebody singing beautifully. "I guess that should be Mr. Money, the fisherman," Mr. Craney thought. And Mr. Craney was very happy to see when he saw Money. And then he hid gently behind a tree. And there was Money, lying the fishing net into the water and same time humming a beautiful song. And soon ample fish were caught inside the net, and Money continued to sing along. Although he knew Mr. Craney's presence, he ignored at him first. Yes, Mr. Craney was thinking that he was hidden well behind the tree unnoticed. He was busy thinking about the fish. So these are the fish in the net, and that's Mr. Money, and that's Mr. Craney hiding behind the tree. But the Money has a heart of gold. He flung two small fish towards Mr. Craney and smiled to himself. And all Mr. Craney has to do was open his mouth wide and gulp them carefully. And just to make sure that Mr. Craney was full, Money dropped another plumpy fish before he make an exit. And he said, "Enjoy your meal, sir." At the end of the day, Mr. Craney was full and happy. And finally, Mr. Craney was said, "Bless God, old Money. May his fish stock grow more every day," he said with satisfactory smile on his face. Good old Mr. Craney, thought Mr. Hopper. So that was a beautiful story of Mr. Craney, Money, and Hopper. This story told us we should never laugh at others. We should care about our elderlies. We should have a heart of gold and we should learn sharing is caring and we should take care of each other because friend in need is friend indeed. So if you like our video, please like the video, subscribe our channel, share your comments so that we can improve in each and every session.